over to the reviewer this morning. Chris Maduka is live with us. Good to have you. Good morning.
Good morning, Charles. Good morning, Gozi.
Good morning, sir. Thanks for joining us again.
And good morning, the world, for watching. So welcome to Signature TV, a Signature Morning, and then newspaper headline review.
Indeed, Afenifere is back in Kalu, saying declaring Abiola president long overdue. I'm just wondering how that would feel like, because he was never sworn in. His presidency was thwarted, even though that the former president Buhari, recognized that he won that election, but there hasn't been anything significant. How would it be if, for instance, we say he is recognized as the president? From what time to what time did he rule?
I'm sure some of the things happened in Nigeria in the past that were tying Abacha recognized Azikiwe even when he was doing his burial, and all the honor accruable to ex-Nigerian president was given to him and to his family. If that's what they are coming, if Nigeria has gone to the point of devoting one day for June 12th, I call it Democracy Day, and now this revelation is coming. If Nigeria will go back to their words, because government is continuing. Whatever IBB did, he did on behalf of Nigeria. If Nigeria will now apologize to MKO family and said, we recognize that he won the election, and all honor that is accruable to a president posthumously, and that it continues because all ex-presidents of Nigeria are enjoying some honor and benefits. If Abiola family is not enjoying that, maybe this is the time to restore that. I mean, that's it might not have restored everything. Being a president posthumously is some of the things that you find happening in Nigeria. This is a country where anything can happen. But then, what we are saying is that you have eaten fish and you deny the MKO Abiola family. Now that you want to eat meat, can they get a chunk of it? If not anything, if not in full reparation, at least some part of assuaging the wound, whatever mistakes of the past has cost. Since somebody is coming out now to take responsibility alive of that. And that person who is taking that responsibility is enjoying all the benefit of being Nigerian ex-president or head of state. So what is good for the geese is good for the gander. And that is in the spirit of democracy, equity, and accountability and inclusion. That's all I can say on that. So it's not out of the way for Nigeria to say now, even if in death, we recognize you as president of Nigeria, MKO Abiola, may your soul rest in peace. But even your children that are now alive will now begin to enjoy whatever they would have enjoyed as children or families of ex-president of Nigeria. Maybe that's the way. The people at the top, the view is clearer for them, so they know how best to go about it. But this is my opinion.
Chris, still on the pages of papers are the stories concerning the senator representing Kogi Central at the Senate, Barrister Natasha Muti Udwa. The latest being that he has sued the Senate President, Senator Babio, for defamation, and she's demanding 100 billion naira and above. What is your take on that?
My take is if it's somebody like you, Ngozi, that is suing a Senate President, some people will come intimidating you that he enjoys what they call it? Immunity. So it's war within the House. So it's a senator who has immunity against a senator who has immunity. It's only within the House they know who is the Senate President. But all of them were elected or ab initio from their constituency. So no senator is bigger than another. By positions they hold in the Senate House, you might be enjoying some privileges. But the woman is about to make a statement that will go down in Nigerian democracy. You don't toy around with people every day. You don't intimidate people every day, because the woman has some people representing her. And I'm sure the people she's representing will be proud of her, whatever is the end of that. She might be intimidated, but she's standing the ground and said, I cannot be intimidated. She has voiced it, and she's showing it in action. That is sub judice already, because this is a court case. And this is a high level of a lawmaking body in Nigeria. So where there is crisis in the lawmaking bodies and is a legal issue, we are waiting for the outcome. But then the Senate, a distinguished Senate of Federal Republic of Nigeria, have to know that the world is watching what they do with that. Because the way they handle it will lay precedents of how such issue will crop up in the future. Either you put an end to it, or you give another dimension. I wish Nigeria would not, the Senate will not handle it the way we handle Nigerian issue. Because if they do it wrongly, it's going to bring a lot of crisis to the Senate, which is the highest lawmaking body in Nigeria. We just wish they handle it with all level of wisdom and sincerity, objectivity, and putting everything straight. Not minding who is Senate President, who is Senator representing Kogi and all that kind of part of Kogi or whatever. They can call for closed door meeting and settle it. Because it's a shame that they couldn't settle it within the house and they bring it to the open. When the father and the mother are fighting before the children and expecting the children to go and settle the fight. And some of these children are so disempowered. Some of them are 5-year-old, 3-year-olds. Because the disempowerment that the Nigerian government has given to our citizens has not even afforded us the opportunity to step into such crisis. So we are still infants, democracy infants in Nigeria, and all our citizens are. So we cannot even handle this. If it's happening in a more mature democracy, we will still looking to learn. But they, like I say, you, the blacksmith that doesn't know how to make a metal gong, why not look at the talon of a kite? It might be a guide.
I'm sure you must have seen that video. I mean, there's no way you wouldn't fault Natasha in that video. It's just clear what had happened. It's clear to me that she had a personal grudge with the Senate President. That wasn't just about the movement of seats.
And she said it out.
There are rules and regulations.
She said it out.
Yes, but then why bring personal issues to the floor?
No, when personal issue can crash with official issue and then you have crisis. Then the woman said, if you recognize her as a distinguished senator like you are, you want to move her seat and you move it in open session. Somebody report to work, he said your seat is now at the back. And it's not justified. No, somebody would have informed her, and we are not stepping into settling this crisis because it's like settling the case of husband and wife. When they ever get together again, they will use you for their romantic talks in their bed. And it's an issue with Natasha and the Senate President. Whatever is the personal issue, whatever is the mistake they've made that is supposed to be official, we'll better leave it at that. One thing Nigeria has observed, that is crisis. We don't know where the justice is weighing down more. All we know, like you said, from your own point of view, there's been some underlying factors that brought that explosion. And then somebody as a leader would have nudged, cut that off before it starts. Charles, if I make you a manager of Signature TV, and one man, you come in and the cameraman did not do what he's supposed to do, and you fail, and I come and say, manager, why did you fail? You say he's just a cameraman, he did this, and I say, I fire you. The authorities of Senate, the distinguished Senate of Federal Republic of Nigeria, is not just Senate President. They have so many people who are put together are managing the Senate of Federal Republic of Nigeria for allowing that to get to that point, meaning there's a gap. So they can't give us excuse. Even if Natasha is wrong, somebody would have managed her. Because that was the duty of those people to manage all the members of 109 senators of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. If any of them break up there and start running amok, it's then that we gather the person, call the psychiatrist to come and give the person injection. And nobody will know. That is my give on it. So there's no excuse. If I break up here and start doing what I'm not supposed to do, you people will call for the camera to be cut, and I will be rounded up, even chained if I run mad here. And you know where to take me to. And nobody will hear it. The next thing they will ask, how did you handle the case of that man who ran amok on set? You will tell them, well, we Signature TV authority is handling it. And that is it. So for Senate of Federal Republic of Nigeria not to have handled Natasha, and they may have taken her for granted that it's just a woman, and then she is making a point that I'm not just a woman, I'm a senator representing my federal constituencies. And that's the point she has made. So whether she made it right or wrongly, let the court decide. She is suing for 100 billion. That's some mouthful. You know, money you remember in your dream and you wake up.
I mean, so many persons would say that this is just a playbook. It's not going to go anywhere. By another 1 week, I mean, you're going to see them apologizing to each other. She's going to come and apologize and everything.
You are coming back to it. When I say we have a lot of issues, you come back to what I say. So we here cannot sit down and settle the case of Nuna Man. You can't settle the fight between salt and the oil. You know, because they can always mix up and settle later, and you will be a stranger to that. We just hope that they find a way of settling it, and they're not causing us embarrassment. And then whenever they settle, they will apologize to us as Nigerians that they've embarrassed us. It went viral, and people will see this is the Senate of Federal Republic of Nigeria. This is where I remember it was a drama by Ola wrote to me, if there was a classroom where an elder, they call it molders of the mind of young people, we were teaching a class and they were singing and chanting, London Bridge is falling down, falling down. And the elder, the sage, came in as a teacher. He said, children, listen, only in London that bridges fall down. In Nigeria, bridges don't fall down. But I'm not sure it's happening now. Bridges are falling down in Nigeria. You know, even some trailers are shifting some bridges. One of them in Enugu is under construction. What we are saying is that if they point out and say, in Nigeria, it's only when a senator will get up and then start having exchange of banter that are personal. That's only Nigeria happen. Well, if it's only Nigeria, God bless Nigeria. If not,
all right, Chris, we have actually overflogged that.
Yes.
Remembering that it's now a subject to
yes. So that's
okay.
why
that's some big distraction, if I may add.
They find a way of putting such distractions and allowing us not to feel the hunger and hardship. I hope because that's what my case is. Once Nigeria Senate begin to discuss hunger and hardship and stop throwing tantrums. And banters.
Like children.
When they finish that, they still go and earn their 21 billion allowance in a month. They've not come out to say it's right or wrong. So this they're doing is the distraction. Because you are right. Let's move on and see.
All right, there's a story, an economic story here. Traders sue NAFDAC, S-O-N, furniture drug market closure. And they are alleging theft.
As if I saw this coming. I've reviewed this case and I said, NAFDAC said there is influx of fake products in the drug market, both in Lagos and Onitsha, even Aba. They have been making cutting away goods. But what happened is that market that is worth over 500 billion naira was closed down. And all the traders are not allowed access. And they are going there breaking shops and cutting away. And some of the shops, the traders are claiming they have been broken. They don't know what is cutting away, who is cutting away. Because if can NAFDAC say and convince Nigeria that we will close such big market that you are in control, when you know the high level of insecurity in Nigeria? If somebody come and in the market you have opened a shop I manage and in my absence, you cutted away, he said these are the fake products, which I should answer for. Nobody is making case for fake product or fake drug manufacturers because we say they must answer either here or hereafter of the offenses is against humanity. Now we are saying, but you do things the right way. If you come to my house, you said you have got information that I'm dealing on fake drugs or my shop or my pharmacy anywhere. I open my shop. You bring them out one by one. We document and profile them. You take them away and tell me along. And I secure the ones that are not fake. I follow you to go and answer the question of the fake ones. You don't cut somebody's hair in the absence. So the traders are right. We do things, the right things wrongly in Nigeria. Imagine if it's you. And for God's sake, if you read the market, take the fake product, take the fake people away. Let the good ones. Why are we throwing the water away with the bad water with the baby? What happened to the ones who over time had ensured that they maintain the law and follow the right thing? What happened to the citizens who depend on our market for drugs, whether they are fake or right? What happened? What did the NAFDAC do after? Did they provide alternative? A shop where they say, this particular shop is accredited, go there for now and be buying your drugs while we deal with this market and close it down. They didn't consider the Nigerian, the multiplier effect of Nigerians who depend on our market buying fake or good product. And if they allow such fake product in Nigerian market, NAFDAC have failed to a point. They are looking for who will look at their face and tell them. They failed to a point when fake product has gotten. Our dear sister Dora Akunyiro, blessed memory, fought that war to a point where it was drastically reduced. Then somewhere along the line, we became all, like everything in Nigeria, it's quota system. If I get in there, because you answer Adam Maduka, you become the NAFDAC Director General, whatever the way they appoint, I don't know. But since the days of our dear sister Akunyiri went over in NAFDAC, we never hear of NAFDAC. Even when we have invited them for interviews several times here to come and talk about this, they've not come. So what is this? What are they doing that the world has not known? And they ran around themselves, and the criminal-minded people had their way. And now this is a crime of 20 years gap is what you want to fight in one day. It doesn't work that way. That is where you begin to open gun in the marketplace, like killing both the innocent and the criminals. Somebody pursuing criminals, they say enter the market. He say, he command the police, oh yeah, open fire. That is exactly how to describe what they've done. I am not an expert in but there are certain things you expect that should be done right. Don't hear that kind of thing. You close a market worth over $500 million, and then you are cutting away fake product without the knowledge of people. So how will they come and answer? Whose shop did you cut them away? Who has removed away the corrupt tendencies of Nigeria from that of operation? And who made them that kind of innocent judge when anywhere they step, everything becomes fake? They should come with evidence. If you are showing a young person, teaching a child about frog and stone in a heap of stone, when you touch frog will jump up and say, child, this is frog. When you touch stone, stone remains static. He said, this is stone. The child will see. You pull a flare from the body of a dog. You do not show it to the dog. The dog will bite you. If you don't show dog the flare, the happy, you remove from the body. It will bite you. And that's what is happening now. If those people are rounded up and they brought the fake product and they showed them, would they be going to sue NAFDAC? Now we will leave the substance and start pursuing the shadow. And you know Nigerian court. Is that what the leg now will take reach Umuahia? Where will this court case end for us to start having access to buy drugs, whether they are fake or original? Food prices drop ahead of Ramadan. And Ngozi gave a head start on it and said that because most people will not be eating during Ramadan, I suppose that is it. But whatever is making food to come down during Ramadan, Charles, can't we recommend that we have Ramadan every day if prices of foodstuff will come down?
Well, the price always comes down in places like maybe North Central, Northwest, Northeast. I don't think it comes down in the Southeast. It really never does because we're not predominantly Muslim people. And it's a predominantly Christian southeast, so food prices doesn't go down.
Well, those food that trailers bring in from the north to the southeast, is it that when it cross the boundary, they say now it's going to southeast, the price remains static?
The cost of transportation will come into play, I think, right?
It will. CBN frustrating probe into 30 trillion ways and means. That is confusing. I don't understand what they're talking about. But the only thing I pick here that CBN is frustrating probe. CBN, I suppose they mean Central Bank of Nigeria, is frustrating probe. That will tell you who did this to Nigeria must be a very powerful native doctor. Might trace the person to Anambra State where we have a lot of they do a lot of okite, but that's by the way. Well, Nigeria, God bless us. However way we make our mat, we lie on it. The goat that is lying on the ground is lying on his skin. God bless Nigeria. God bless Signature Television.
Many thanks, Chris Maduka, for your insight. Truly appreciate.
Signature TV. News in your pocket.